These are the reasons as to why you should read The Rocketeer. 1. It's hilarious. 2. It's action-packed. 3. It's super entertaining. The Rocketeer is peak pulp superhero storytelling. Think about The Rocketeer as 1930s Iron Man, except instead of being a billionaire genius playboy like Tony Stark, Cliff Secord is just a 25-year-old bum who lives in the same mechanic shop where he works at, that somehow has a hot-ass girlfriend. Instead of shooting lasers and having state-of-the-art technology like Iron Man, the Rocketeer just has a very fast jetpack and a gun. The Rocketeer is one of my favorite comic book characters in general. He is just so fun and cool, and his adventures are just everything great about Golden Age comics, written for a modern audience since his stories take place in the late 1930s and early 40s. From Nazis to dinosaurs, and from robots to other pulp heroes, the Rocketeer adventures are the perfect comics for those who appreciate the pop culture of the 1930s and 40s. And the comics are just so funny. You should go read it in order to have a good time. The two main supporting cast members besides Cliff aka the Rocketeer are Betty and Peavy. Betty is a fictional character that is heavily inspired by the real-life pinup model Betty Page of the 50s, and she is such a great character in this comic. Although it might look like she takes up the damsel in distress role, you will be surprised by the amount of times she has ended up saving Cliff's butt. She has her own line of comics too, in Dynamite Comics by the way, and Peavy is Cliff's co-worker and best friend. He is the guy who knows a guy type character. He is also the one who fixes Cliff's gear every time it gets damaged. He has that old man buffoonery and charm that makes him a very lovable character. I give mega thanks to Dave Stevens for creating one of the best modern pulp characters in comics, and may he rest in peace. For story recommendations of The Rocketeer, I suggest reading the original Rocketeer stories by Dave Stevens compiled and redrawn by IDW. I also recommend The Rocketeer Cargo of Doom written by Mark Waid and drawn by Sammy, also published by IDW. And then I recommend The Rocketeer The Great Race by Stephen Mooney. Disney also made a Rocketeer movie in the 90s, which is very good, but it's sadly forgotten these days, so check that out as well. In my next video or post about the Rocketeer will be a timeline of his stories published and compiled by IDW. And then I will talk about the other pulp characters he shares a universe with. And yes, the Rocketeer franchise exists in a shared pulp superhero universe as well. Thank you for watching, and until next time.